Welcome, everybody, to
I Love You.
I Know, Florida edition, brought to you by Florida Natural, the only orange juice that's ever worth drinking.
It really is. It's good.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can always find us Mondays at noon at theprolongedengagement.com or our YouTube channel at youtube.com/theprolongedengagementshow.
I will say, though, we are not sponsored.
No, it's unofficially brought to you by
Because I do love that orange juice.
Florida Natural.
I love that orange juice. Please sponsor us. Please.
And it makes sense being in Claremont at the moment. If you guys haven't realized, the audio sounds shittier.
Yep.
Because I'm using live microphones again. And the video probably doesn't look that good because we're under a neon light.
2.
No, not a neon. This is a fluorescent light.
Yeah, that's a fluorescent. That's a fluorescent and sunlight.
I'm going to I'm going to do a little second screen experience here. This is a rig that is, I mean, it's fucked up.
It's a special rig.
It's fucked up. Here we go. Here's your second screen experience. Did I take it? No, there it is.
No.
Okay, there
I'm
you
going
go.
to show them the light, too, because this light's pretty cool.
It's a Yingling light.
It's actually a pretty cool light.
It's a Yingling light.
Yeah, we're sitting at my dad's pool bar.
So, yeah, we're in Florida.
And since we decided that we can't not make a show, that this is our secondary option.
Yeah, because if you guys watch the video that I went through on saying like, oh yeah, we're not gonna be able to put out shows on the regular because we're away from each other. Well, we're
gonna make it work.
Yeah. So if I'm down here, this is what you're getting. If Sarah's up there,
you'll get the good
You'll
shit.
get the good stuff with my good microphones and my better lighting.
Yeah.
And this is just shit. I should have gotten the other. I should have gotten the light that I was thinking of.
Why didn't you?
Well, because
or you should have gotten us a green screen and then put us at the beach.
I could have done that too, but the lighting is the issue.
I know.
That's the biggest issue.
I know.
Is the lighting. And I did a lot of research on lighting
I know
over the
you
past
did.
week because I was like, oh well, we need to. I want to build out a real bona fide YouTube studio.
I know.
One that is in our dining room.
Yes.
But
that won't come for
for a while. But I was thinking about getting different lights to make that space look a little bit better.
And we're thinking that I may keep a similar rig to this and do my own show.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that.
Don't we have another camera that I can use?
I want you to have a good camera, not a shit camera. So, in order to get the audio correct,
yeah,
we've been through this.
I know we've had this
gone
conversation.
Through many iterations, 3 different cameras.
Yeah.
2 different boards.
Yeah. 2 different microphones now.
2 different sets of microphones. I mean, this is a.
It's growing. It's changing.
This is actually the pretty close to the rig that we had
originally
when we started this show.
Yeah.
I Love You, I Know.
Yeah.
We had the 2 microphones, but then they were going into a
device.
A board, and then the board into the camera, and then I had to press the little button every 10 minutes. We have 5 minutes and 48 seconds left.
Oh, so we have to do that again?
This thing, so you'll see a cut, and then I'll have to start this video, then I'll have to start over the recording again.
Yeah.
Because that's how Nikon likes to shoot video from their DSLRs.
Yeah.
It's very
interesting rig.
I'm giving you an insight into the shit show that is the background of I Love You, I Know.
Because we love
Sarah.
you guys.
However, we kind of wanted to talk YouTube
specifically.
Pretty much because of what happened with Pewdiepie.
Yeah, with Felix. I don't know how to say his last name.
Chelberg. That's how he says it.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys didn't know what's going on with Pewdiepie, the Wall Street Journal put out an article about him saying that he was putting out some anti-Semitic posts.
Yeah.
And that Disney, who owns Maker, Maker is the MCN that was in charge of producing his YouTube Red show, Scare Pewdiepie. They ended up dropping him completely.
Yep, and so did YouTube with Scare Pewdiepie.
So Scare Pewdiepie season 2 is no longer going to be. And so also YouTube took him off of the. There's like a list of like known good channels.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, well, these guys put out solid content, and we're gonna be as YouTube, blah 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 blah. But so they took them off that list as well.
Yep.
So we both watched the response video that he put out against all of this that had come out against him, how Disney had dropped him and YouTube is retaliating against him and whatnot. And he kind of put it out there saying that the media was against him.
Yes.
And they kind of took things out of context, whatnot, to make him look that way.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's like the full picture there.
Based upon...
I mean, first of all, he should have never made that joke.
The joke that he made was highly inappropriate, especially in the climate that we're in, a political climate that we're in here in the States and around the world. It's highly inappropriate to do. And not just that, but the joke just should have never been made.
No, he should have never. The idea behind the joke that we're talking about is so he went on to Fiverr, and if you guys don't know what Fiverr is, it's a website where you can pay $5 for people to do damn near anything.
Yeah, and he was curious. He's like, "Well, how far will this go?"
He paid 2 guys in India to
Africa.
Africa? I thought it was India.
No.
Okay, it was Africa. He paid 2 guys in Africa $5
to hold up
a sign that said "Death to all Jews."
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that.
Period.
Absolutely none. And
he has apologized.
He did say that there was no excuse for it.
He admitted that what he did was out of the question wrong.
I mean, but it makes to sit there like, why did you do it in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, why was that a thing?
I get that.
Why did you decide to put up
it was a
death to all
shock.
Jews?
I get that it was a shock joke.
It was just a shock jock thing. Yeah.
It was a shock joke. He wanted to shock, and then he didn't properly address it in the video. He did not properly address the joke.
He shouldn't have done it, though.
Period. He should not have done it. Literally, he should have done something else. And anything else would have been better than that.
And I'm telling you, just for that joke, I say Maker is in its full right to sit there and say,
with that joke made,
no, we don't need to work with you anymore.
Yeah, they did the right thing by saying, no, we're not going to work with you.
I'm not going to sit here and say
I'm not going to say that it was okay for him to make it.
Disney should have said, oh, no, you're okay. Or, and YouTube been there like, good on you there, Pewdiepie, but...
No. That was okay. I was saying what Maker did and what YouTube did was fine.
It was right.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do. Especially with the joke made and the way it was made. It was the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying what was wrong was the Wall Street Journal not going to PewDiePie first and being like, hey, dude, explain yourself. Explain what the hell this was about.
Agreed.
That was handled incorrectly. The fact that they decided
they didn't go to him talking to him about this stuff.
They went first to Disney and to Maker and to YouTube and was like, look what this guy did. Look what this guy did. Look what this guy did. Like a 5-year-old telling the teacher when the bully did something wrong.
And I think that he does have a point. In his response video, he was talking about how the media doesn't like YouTubers as a whole.
No, they don't.
And how they
do make fun of them often.
Or he was saying how everything that the media talks to him about when they talk about him, they talk about how much money he makes on YouTube, and I don't think that that's exactly fair.
No, they don't talk about the charity work he does or the time he gives.
He is self-made.
Yes, he worked his ass off.
He didn't get to 53 million subscribers by not putting out good content.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like his content, which is
You
why
don't
I'm not
like
a
him.
subscriber to
You don't
his
like
content.
him. I think he's funny.
But, you know.
I think he's very funny. He seems to be very charming. I like his older stuff more when he's screaming in Swedish.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of stuff I like.
He is attractive, though.
Oh, he's very attractive.
And his girlfriend. Oof, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. I liked him because he's different. He's a different personality.
I think that's why most people like him.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's why I also like him, because I am subscribed to him.
And I also think that that style of joke, even though it was awful.
The shock value joke, I don't like, period.
Well, I also think that his core audience,
Yeah.
the ones that actually watch, because he's got a lot of subscribers that don't even watch.
Oh, no. They're
But,
just subscribed
I mean,
because he's PewDiePie.
His core, his core audience,
Mhm.
I think, kind of
They get that.
understands.
They get his jokes.
Understand
Oh, yeah.
that he's joking and he may not mean these things.
Yeah.
Still doesn't mean that you should do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
And we're not the first YouTubers to come out and say, hey, this dude, he was in the wrong, but everything is handled incorrectly. I know Markiplier has come out
Mm-hmm.
in defense of him.
And
I know,
Jacksepticeye.
And Jacksepticeye has.
And these two guys actually know him.
Yeah, they've been
so.
friends with him for years.
Yeah, because I can't speak on the guy's character.
I can't speak on his character. Based upon what I've seen from his videos, though, he seems like a legit dude.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a really nice
He
person.
seems genuine, I think.
Oh, he seems very genuine. And he seems to be a natural extrovert, which I haven't seen in many YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I bet he's very, very, honestly, an open and nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just think sometimes that people do really stupid things, unfortunately.
But here's the thing, even if you did something stupid, you got to take your
to
take your lashes because
after you do it.
it was wrong.
Yeah, it was.
Totally wrong.
Yes. I'm not saying that was wrong.
If we put out a video like that, oh my god. But here's the thing.
And I would never do that.
But here's the thing about that, because my biggest issue when it came to the aftermath of this coming out, people are saying, "Oh, he's straight up an anti-Semite," or he's straight up a Nazi, and we should ban him from YouTube and not allow him to make content anymore. And I don't think that that's right either.
No, you don't go that far. The way that I see this should have gone is there should have been an investigation.
What do you mean there should have been an investigation? On what?
By YouTube to be like, is this what he's putting out now and we just haven't paid attention? Or
even the Wall Street Journal only found 9 instances.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though.
Out of his, he puts up, 2 videos a day?
I thought he puts up 4 videos a day.
It's 2 or 4.
2 to 4 videos a day.
Let's just say that it's 2 videos a day, and he's been doing 2 videos a day for the past 6 years.
Yeah. That's a lot of videos.
Yeah. It's thousands of videos.
And they've only found 9.
You know that you and I have 120.
Yeah.
And we've only been doing it for 2 years.
Yeah.
And
2
we
years.
Yeah.
Shit.
'Cause we started at the beginning of 2015. We started this show at the beginning of 2016. We did 50 episodes of the Prolonged Engagement show.
Oh, true. That's a long ass time.
And this is, I think, episode 25, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, I'm seeing it from somebody who works with officers. So
I don't think that YouTube could have done that, though.
I don't think they could have.
And here's the thing. I don't know if YouTube should be policing that either.
True.
Should they be policing it? Should they be...
The question is YouTube a business now? No, not like that.
Of course it is.
Not how you're taking me using that term. Are they hiring these people with 53,000 million and 15 million?
No.
Or are they still a platform?
They are. That's what they are. They're a
That's
platform.
what I'm saying.
I think that the community should do the policing.
Yes.
When it comes to, what goes on on the platform.
Yeah.
If somebody in your community sits there and says, you know what, you're not putting out the kind of things that I deem,
good.
Good. I
don't know
things that are
appropriate.
Then they should just not watch his shit.
Yeah.
His subscriber numbers should drop.
Yes. And not due to YouTube messing up.
Mm-hmm.
But due to people being like, no, dude, you messed up.
Those comments on those videos should be like, this is wrong.
Yes.
The community needs to
step up.
So.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's YouTube's job in order to do that.
No.
I just don't think that...
They're a platform, not...
I don't think... Because if it gets into the point where YouTube is now sitting there saying, this is wrong, we're not going to allow... we're not going to allow content creators to just put up whatever they want. Everything has to go through an approval process. Then what exactly are you doing?
Censor.
You've
started a censorship.
Yeah, you've started censorship at that point. And I don't think that's
right.
Yeah, I don't think that YouTube should be doing that at all.
Yeah, especially on the internet. Because that's always been the nice thing about YouTube. You can put anything up.
Mm-hmm. Now, people have always been able to, report it.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's fine.
And there are videos that YouTube sits there and says, no, these are bad. These
are not appropriate.
YouTube takes them off. Things that incite violence, things of that nature. And they've always taken that stuff off.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, that's also that's one of the things against free speech is, speech that incites violence is not protected.
Correct.
So
but it shouldn't be. Speech that incites violence should not be protected.
But I'm saying that YouTube probably shouldn't do any more policing that the federal government doesn't do.
True.
That's how I see it.
True. It's just very, as you know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with the time period that we live in. Things are scary. And I see that with this, people are scared. People are terrified. And so, yes, a shock joke like that to some people will probably be hilarious and probably be that cold hit of water that they need to feel better. But to others, it could make them more scared.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I agree. 100%.
So, you just have to be cautious.
Yeah. And put your money where your mouth is.
We've said that so many times now.
Yeah, if you don't like the way EA is making their fucking video games, stop buying them. What?
My chair teetered and it scared the piss out of me.
Oh, cool.
I'm okay, y'all. I won't die yet.
Yet. Yet is the word.
Yeah.
Yet is the word. I did something cool over the past week though.
Okay.
In Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
So this is kind of a spoiler thing, but not really. There is a quest that you can do. Like, it didn't pop up for me until after I had finished the game.
Yeah. Ow.
But it was a quest that I could go find. I found this thing called like this strange engine.
Yeah.
And I took it to Cindy. Mm-hmm. And she converted the Regalia into the Regalia Type F, and now I can fly.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my next platinum.
Okay, good.
I really do. Because I'm enjoying still playing it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I'm done with the storyline and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's only like 4 trophies that I need left.
Yeah.
I need to master all of the guys' traits.
You're going to hate that.
That's going to be awful.
Fishing.
Well, fishing seems to go up pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm already up to like level 6, and I've only fished a few times.
Okay, good.
So
it's only level 10 then?
You have to go up to level 10. So, but think Gladio is at like level 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ignis is at the lowest because I hardly ever
cook anything fancy.
I hardly ever stay at a camp. I always go to a hotel, and if you go to a hotel, Ignis doesn't cook. So
poor Prompto is just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, Prompto's already hit it. He's already hit level 10 on
really?
photography.
Oh, I love his photos anyway.
So he's already hit level 10, so I've already got the trophy for that one.
Yeah.
So I would have had 5 left to do, but I've got to get all 3 of the other guys to level 10 on their skill.
Yep.
And then I have to defeat the Adamantoids.
What does that mean?
That's a kind of a spoiler too.
Okay.
So once you finish the game, there's a thing where they talk about these rumbles going around in lead, and there's a weird looking mountain that it's a fucking tortoise.
Oh, that thingy.
Yeah, and it's at level 99.
Oh.
And I've got to destroy it.
You're not gonna do it.
Well, I think that I can, because I can call one of the 6 to help me.
Very cool.
I've already called one of the 6. That was one of the trophies too. I had to call one of the 6. Yeah, you missed it. This is what happens when we don't live together. He does cool things without me. I've got the picture of the trophy pop.
Okay, good.
It was the snaky snake.
Snaky snake?
Yeah. Oh no, I've got one more trophy to do. Mm-hmm. Never mind. I have to get all of the weapons.
Okay.
Which I haven't gotten yet, which is weird.
Yeah. Huh.
I thought there was going to be one where I went to go get those big headlights. I thought that there was going to be a
one there.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a tomb down there.
Yeah,
because normally every dungeon that I go to has one of those, but no, it wasn't. Alas. So
I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted.
By what?
The kitties.
I know, 2 kitties out here.
Yep.
Mo and Socks live out at the pool, so
yeah. I actually have 2 cats, even though I'm allergic. And they've been my babies for such a long time, and I don't get to see them often because I'm allergic.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Mo and Socks is watching the birds right now, so.
All right. Well, everybody, this was...
I Love You.
I know. This is a signature podcast from The Prolonged Engagement. You can go to theprolongedengagement.com, or you can go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show. You can also find links to all of the podcasting services that this show is on in MP3 format on theprolongedengagement.com. We're on iTunes, we're on Google Play and Stitcher, and, we're on the good stuff.
We're just not on SoundCloud.
You have to put stuff on SoundCloud, I think, in order to be on SoundCloud. We'll figure out how to
do that one eventually.
I don't think I want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
SoundCloud.
Okay.
Because I was thinking of going to SoundCloud, just, like kill the website.
Yeah.
Because I can keep the... I can keep the domain name, because I have the domain name forever, but I don't have to pay Squarespace for the site.
Yeah.
But I could just link the domain to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
And do it that way.
Yep.
But then I'd lose my podcasting services on.
Yeah, everything else.
And I'd have to move them over and resync them and whatnot. But I don't But
I
SoundCloud doesn't have it. I can't make it go at a certain time, and I can make it. I can schedule it to go live when I do it on Squarespace.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, this was our Florida edition of.
You'll be seeing a couple of these.
I know, and you should be seeing these for a few months and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
And we're gonna see if we can get either into the basement or upstairs.
Oh, that's not happening.
No.
Well, it's probably gonna be just like this for a few more months. So, at any rate, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,